5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome back to the Blerdiverse. We'll be back with another one, day 14, 2 weeks into the Blerdiverse, 31 days of comic book uploads. Today we are checking out Daredevil 36. Yeah, Daredevil 36, this is the last chapter of this run of Daredevil. This is by Chip Zdarsky, Manuel Garcia, and Marco Giacchetto. So, picking up after the last Daredevil, a lot of events happened, which was the whole Bullseye storyline and everything, and now Daredevil was in the street fighting crime and everything, helping out after he broke out of jail, and everybody's vouching for him as far as Iron Man, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four saying, hey man, he just helped stop Bullseye from killing people and all that, you should let him go. And Daredevil's like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight, take me back to jail. So 5 weeks go by, and heck, he's released from jail. Daredevil's a free man with help from Foggy and the girl they were helping out with. And yeah, he's a free man, no parole, charges dropped, everything's good. And then after that, he's like, yeah, thank you guys and everything, but I got somewhere I need to be, because Elektra's right there in the background, and yeah, they hop in a whip and step. So we go cut over to Wilson Fisk. He's getting married to Typhoid Mary. They have the date set up and everything. They're just going over the semantics as far as, picking out a dress for her, which she doesn't like, because she's a roughneck. She doesn't like that stuff and everything, and picking up cake and stuff like that. And he also hears word of Butch, which is a guy trying to make a little bit of a name for himself, trying to become a new kingpin of New York, low key, and take it away from Isley, what's the name of the woman who's currently the kingpin of New York. So he said, I need to arrange a meeting with this new kingpin who's coming up through the ranks. So Daredevil, he's with Elektra, they're driving and everything, and they're talking about, like, why did she become a Daredevil while he was in jail, and what did Matt learn while he was in jail, and all that other stuff. What's the next step? Then they have sex in the water and all that, because, yeah, that's what they want to do. We flash back to Butch, who's talking to a person saying, hey, I'll buy this land for you and everything. Then Kingpin comes in and talks to him. He's like, hey, I see you making waves out here, young blood. I mean, I appreciate it. I used to be in that same way too. I knew your mother back in the day too. So heck, man, just to keep it 100 with you, my son, he's back alive and everything, and he's gonna come from that spot. So if you want to make your move now. And that leaves Butch a little shook. He's like, yo, bruh, if it's coming from Kingpin himself, who's a mayor of New York, and still technically, I mean, he's not a Kingpin no more, but he's the OG. If it's coming from him, I need to make my move now. And he was working with Matt Murdock's brother to finesse and everything. And he's like, hey man, you're going too far. Butch is like, nah, I gotta make my move now. Meanwhile, Daredevil is sneaking in, trying to get some stuff at his place and everything. He's like, he hears the commotion. He's like, what you get yourself into? And at that, his brother's like, hey man, leave me alone. You're ex-con. I don't need to hear it from you. Where's my brother? I was like, I don't know, but he'll be back soon. But make sure you stay out of trouble. So Daredevil's on his little patrol and everything. See some guys who just robbed like a little store. He's like, hey, don't make a bad decision that will ruin your life right now. And at that, Fantastic Four's Mr. Fantastic, aka Reed Richards, helps out, stops one of the guy from running away. He's like, hey man, go home, call somebody who loves you and tell them what you did, and tell them that you need help and everything, because Daredevil's trying to take a new approach instead of just sending people to jail, because he feels like this is a revolving door and people aren't really getting the help they need. So that happens. He talks to Reed, says, hey man, we got to figure out a new way to stop stuff. After that, he's like meets up with Elektra, who's like she's Daredevil too, and they talk. He's like, hey man, everybody's a little bit on edge because it's Kingpin, aka Wilson Fisk's marriage tomorrow. And Daredevil's like, wait a minute, huh? Who? What? He get married? So heck, it's the day of the wedding and everything, and he's talking with Typhoid Mary and all that other stuff. And after that, they leave the room, and after that, Daredevil's in the background saying, hey man, I heard you getting married, Nick. I ain't give me no invite. But basically, he's like, hey man, me and you, we go back. We fight, we bicker. I go to jail, you go to jail. We knock each other down. We get back up and we do it. But I feel like let's try a different approach this time. You be happy, bruh. I feel like that's what will stop you from doing crime and all that. If you get content, get happy with Shawty and everything. So I hope the best for you. Have a good wedding day. Daredevil steps off. So that happens, and then Daredevil and all those people watch from afar as Wilson Fisk gets married to Typhoid Mary, and they get married, goes off without a hitch, and yeah, they're married now. Meanwhile, he talks to Electra Daredevil, and they're like, yeah, I mean, hopefully that helps him out a little bit, makes him happier, so he can stay out of our business. So let's go help people. And that's the end of that. A week passes by. Wilson Fisk and Typhoid Mary on their honeymoon. They're in a cabin by themselves, you know, a little romantic getaway and everything. While Wilson Fisk is looking through some files, he sees an old file that has Daredevil's identity on it. Daredevil had mentioned earlier to Elektra that the reason why nobody knows his identity anymore, even though it went all over the place, is that Zebediah Kilgrave, aka the Purple Man, who has the power of hypnosis and all that other stuff, he was in Jessica Jones and everything, that bad guy. But basically, he has the power. His children had put a massive hypnosis that would erase Daredevil's identity from the public. So even if you saw a form with says that Daredevil is Matt Murdock, you wouldn't see that. You would see something else. And Wilson Fisk has a file that says Daredevil's identity. He opens the file, he sees a blank page. He's like, damn, something's wrong here. But that's the end of the chapter, the end of the run. The next thing that happens for technically all New York superheroes is called Devil's Due. This is going to be directed at all New York superheroes as far as Captain America, Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Man. Well, yeah, Iron Man, because he's in New York sometimes. But the Fantastic Four and everybody, because Wilson Fisk is going to crack down against them and all that. So we're going to see what's happening. But as far as this chapter, it's a solid send-off. Give it a solid 9.3 out of 10, because I like Daredevil. Chips of Darcy was killing this run. Great Arthur and everything. Other than that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and we are out. Peace.